Hey guys, this here is Getaway Driver 101, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how to launch the Echo. This here is a start-by-start process on the Echo launch. As you can see, the mission is currently not triggered. To trigger this mission, it was a little difficult for me because I was wanting to trigger it on my primary save. I did not want to start over for the new update because, you know, I couldn't trigger it, and I know that a lot of people are like that think, oh, I can't trigger it, let me just start over. You don't have to do that. It's a bug. It's a glitch. It can happen on a new save or an old save. So you find a desolate world, regardless what anybody says. A lot of people are saying it doesn't matter what world. No, it does. Go to desolate. This is how I triggered it for mine. You're gonna look for the desolate world, and then you're gonna look for the towers that are sitting around. You're just gonna blow them up. You're just gonna keep blowing them up until you get 2 or even 3 stars. If you're playing permadeath like I do, make sure your ship is pretty beefed up, and make sure you have some kind of repair modules on you so you can repair your ship. So when you keep doing this, it will, over time, you'll eventually get to where you blow one up and it gives you what is called as an echolocator. Now, the echolocator is the first clue. It is the first step for your primary save. When you start over, you probably don't have to go through this. The game will probably do some other thing with the story, and you'll just unlock it during the story. But if you're as far in the game as I am, you may not be able to unlock it during the story. Not going to spoil anything for anybody who doesn't play this game, but what you're going to do is you're going to keep blowing these up, and eventually you should get an echolocator. There we go. I just got one. So you are going to leave your location. You are going to go to the space station, and now at first I thought that I could use the echolocator in any system like people were saying, and that is false. I learned the hard way that the echolocator only works in desolate systems. So I thought I was going to go ahead and head to the space station and go to a location that I thought would be good, but no. It has to be a desolate system, and the reason why I figured this out was because I kept playing around with it and it wouldn't let me launch it. It kept saying the system currently not registrable. Well, I figured, well, what would be the only thing in the game that might be registrable for it would be the corrupted Sentinel locations, and that is correct. If you have anywhere at all, any worlds, any bases, anything at all that is anywhere near corrupted Sentinel planet, you should be able to activate the echolocator responder to start the first clue. Now, the first clue, you're gonna have to do the whole mainframe thing, and this all starts out as the first clue, and over time it will get into the next clues. And this here requires math 1 through 16. It's not hard math. It's pretty easy. You know, it's just adding and subtracting. Never really had anything difficult with it. Pretty easy. Occasionally, if for some reason you do it and you feel like you can't get into it, look at what number you selected, because each of the glyphuses do have a number rated. So you're just gonna have to kind of figure out which one it is. And I've done that myself because, you know, it's pretty funny when you catch yourself doing it, but it's not hard. You want to lift the lockdown, and then it gives you access granted to the terminal. Now this is your clue, your very first clue to your Echo, the new update. You're gonna have to do all the Echo stuff though for the clues to get each clue before you even get anywhere near the staff. Now, I haven't even messed with the new appearance modifier that it gave me. I've been currently running what I have until I finish the mission. I went back into it thinking, okay, well, what should I do? Let me do this, let me do that. So I went ahead and played with it because I was trying to, you know, figure out what the mission should be triggered. Why didn't it trigger? I was kind of confused. And that's normal. When you do this, set a base computer down at this location that you discovered. You want to go around and collect everything there. You're going to get a rare item or a rare valuable thing. Do not remove it. Do not sell it. It's going to be that weird orb type stuff. And it's like a new currency for your upcoming new staff. So you're just going to kind of go out in space. And then when you hit space, your second clue should be triggered. If not, warp to another system. If it does not trigger, warp back to the system that you were in with your first clue. Once the clue is triggered, then this here will start your next clue towards what you need to do. Alright, so I'm going to skip past this. This here would be your third clue. So after your second clue is done, which is in space, your third clue is going to be going to a new system. Like I said, you may have to go to a new system to trigger the next clue. And then you're going to be given a disruptor type thing. And then you have a mission that you have to do and whatnot. It's not hard to do. They're pretty easy to do. They're just kind of time consuming and a little on the long side. I spent honestly a good solid 5 or 6 hours today doing this. And trigger a third clue, and it's going to give you a simple mission where you have to build a part. If you're going to build that part, you're going to go ahead and do your second part. The second part is going to be at another location, and it's going to be a drop point, just like it showed. And then now I am currently collecting resources for the second puzzle piece for the staff. There's 3 puzzle pieces. The second puzzle piece has been crafted. So once you do your second puzzle piece, you're going to warp to another system or back to your system, depending on how the game wants to trigger it, because sometimes it does not trigger it. And then you have to use the device that they gave you to trigger it, and the device is going to be more and more based on triggering the mission that they gave you. You're going to have to use that little device that they gave you. And it's going to be in your menu, and you're going to have to use it to trigger your mission or multiple missions, depending on how long yours may be and how spread out it may be. I am currently going on to the third part. The third part is the hardest part, depending on the way they did the mission for you. Everybody's mission is going to be basically the same. The only thing that's going to be different is locations, camps, and maybe the model of the tool. And the model of the tool, there is different build variants for it. So there's different versions that you can purchase or unlock for it and craft, just like how you are crafting it during the mission. There is different models, and if you were to for some reason get a different model that may be harder to craft, then you may be on a longer journey to craft it. Other than that, everybody's mission is basically going to be the same roll through as far as that goes, but planet, location, and difficulty may be a little bit different depending on how you have to craft it and what you have to get as far as resources. That's what's going to make or break how difficult it is for you. This here took me a good minute. I was a little frustrated trying to... What I realized is it was in my mothership, and so what I'm going to tell y'all is to check y'all's storages or freighter, mothership, whatnot. Check all that, check all your ships before you say you don't have it, you know. So make it easier on yourself, not, you know, harder. So you're going to have to figure out how to craft your final piece, which is the hardest piece to craft. So I went and went to the space station, left the space station, flew into my freighter and grabbed the orb piece that I needed, left there, flew back down, and started this, finished this puzzle, which is going to be your final puzzle, and then you get to put your staff together. Now, this is about as best as it gets for a step-by-step guide, because like I said, everybody's layout's going to be just slightly different, and that may play a factor on how difficulty it is for you, or how difficult it is for you. Now, I play in permadeath. I play on the hardest mode possible for this game. Literally, you die, everything is wiped, gone, nothing to exist, like you never existed in the first place. So that means all of this would have been for nothing if I died. And I have almost died multiple times playing this, and I've broken nearly all of my technology. I'm basically a walking titan right now. I say that, but I know that the game is always updating and adding things to what you can do and make yourself better as a player and stronger. You can always make yourself stronger in this game. There is always a way. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Like or subscribe. If there's anything else y'all would like to know, like on how to find a rare alien gun or even a Sentinel multi-tool. And when I say Sentinel multi-tool, I'm not saying it's completely 100% a Sentinel multi-tool, but it might as well be because it has a red laser beam. Doesn't have its usual green in the menu, it's a red and it says heat, blah blah blah. It's an illegal type of laser beam that can't be removed from the gun, and it's a rare type. And there's also a rare type of weapon that you can find that looks like an alien shaped gun, which is pretty cool. There's a few of them in the game, as far as I know. There's a few, but the staff is by far one of the coolest right now. I built mine up to be basically a little blaster staff, which is even more awesome. But yeah, this is about everything that you can do with it. You can make it any way you like, upgrade it any way you like. You're going to have to do missions to gather the materials to upgrade your staff, and you're just going to keep locating them locations to find the mission pieces and resources that you need to upgrade your staff. Yeah, as you can see, I almost died there. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I'm getting this done no matter what. I was trying. Almost died, but I got it done in permadeath. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Like or subscribe if there's anything else I would like to see, let me know.